Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with some disturbing Liam Payne videos that are going to make you question everything. As most of us would have been made aware yesterday, 3 people have been charged with the death of Liam Payne, one being a close friend of Liam Payne. Now, Roger, who most people believe it is, has told the media that it's not him. Now, of course, that would be something you would say, bearing in mind none of the names have been leaked. Not at this moment in time. Who's the friend then? We also have the official toxicology report. And guess what? It seems that the media have been fabricating the information that they've been publishing. We were told about pink cocaine. We were told about various other substances. Well, guess what? Those substances were not in Liam Payne's system. Now, if what we're about to hear is true and he didn't have the substances that the media claimed he had, then what actually happened to Liam Payne that evening?
3 people have been charged in connection with the death of Liam Payne. Let me explain. Obviously, as you all know, last month Liam Payne sadly passed away, and there's been a lot of speculation about his cause of death. As everybody knows, he ended up falling from a balcony on the 3rd floor of this hotel in Argentina. Prosecutors in Argentina have now made arrests. Now, the names of these people haven't been revealed yet. What they're being charged with has been. So this is 3 people in Argentina. These 3 people are being charged with supply and facilitation of narcotics and abandonment of a person followed by death. I'm not sure what...
An abandonment of a person followed by death. I've never heard of that one before. That's extremely bizarre.
The laws are in Argentina about these charges. Obviously, these are very serious crimes. Now, according to a statement by a prosecutor, one of the people being accused of these crimes was actually with Liam Payne on a daily basis while he was in Argentina. One of the other people that are being accused of these crimes was actually a hotel employee.
Okay, so the person that is with Liam on a day-to-day basis is this guy, Roger. This is the reason why everyone's pointing fingers at Roger, but Roger's come out and said, no, it's not me. It's got nothing to do with me.
The prosecutor's office said that it's received several dozen testimonies, and they've analysed more than 800 hours of footage, being obviously CCTV from the hotel and from public roads. They've basically got Liam Payne's phone and done a forensic extraction of what's on his phone. So they'll be analysing his calls, his texts, and his social media. And so far through the investigation into his passage, at least 4 supplies of narcotics had been discovered. And obviously, as we know from the toxicology report, multiple different substances were found in his system. So it's clear that the people that were with him at the time of his death just completely failed him. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, and make sure you follow him for all the latest news.
But who would have been the person with him? The person that would have had to take on that responsibility of caring and looking after Liam, because this person is being done for an abandonment of a person before death. But is this guy Roger actually Liam Payne's manager?
Some breaking news, and I'm just looking at here, it's come through to us in the last minute or so, regarding Liam Payne, the One Direction star who died in Argentina. We're being told that 3 people have been charged in relation to his death. That's according to Argentina's public prosecutor's office. In a statement, it said illicit conduct. Just want to bring you some breaking news, and I'm just looking at here, it's come through to us in the last minute or so, regarding Liam Payne, the One Direction star who died in Argentina. We're being told that 3 people have been charged in relation to his death. That's according to Argentina's...
They've been charged. It means they've got all the evidence that they need to take these guys to court, and that's exactly the next step.
Prosecutor's office. In a statement, it said illicit conduct was discovered and 3 people were charged with the crimes of abandonment of a person followed by death and the supply and facilitation of narcotics. We're told that evidence was examined for the investigation, including videos from security cameras, forensic evidence, a search of the singer's mobile phone and interviews with witnesses, as well as an autopsy. The statement went on to say that 3 people had been formally charged and that the prosecutor had requested their arrest in a ruling presented to a judge on Friday.
When I first heard about Liam Payne's death and I looked at all the information, instantly it told me that something dodgy had happened. And it's good that we're at this point, because now we can find justice for Liam and his family. What's also interesting is the toxicology report, which was released within the last 24 hours. You got to hear this.
It's toxicology released, and it shows he didn't really have that many substances in his system. Take a look. The report found that Liam Payne only had traces of polysubstance use in his system, according to a November 7th press release from Argentina's public prosecutor, translated from Spanish. Tests conducted on his urine, blood, and eyes determined that alcohol, snow, and prescriptions were in his body when he passed. And it also says authorities stated that the toxicology results have already been communicated with his family. So this story we were fed that he was on this raging bender and out of control looks like it was false. So what happened to him?
Looks like someone tried to create a narrative to make it look like he was a raging bull, aggressive, smashing up his laptop, didn't want to listen, convulsing in the lobby. I mean, some of that information could be correct. I'm so surprised that there isn't one bit of footage proving that he was in the lobby smashing up his laptop. But it seems like when we go to the official story, Liam needed help back up to his room. Before he got to his room, the hotel staff made a call asking for the ambulance. They wanted the ambulance service. In the same phone call, he said that Liam was under the influence of alcohol and drugs. He also mentioned that Liam had a balcony in his room, which was extremely bizarre. Within a space of 5 minutes of that call being made, Liam is found downstairs in the courtyard. You've also got his room that was completely wrecked. The TV looks absolutely smashed. Everything looks wrecked. You got foil on the floor. You got this and that and the other on the floor. We're supposed to believe that all happened within a space of a few minutes. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if Liam was convulsing, it means Liam was struggling to stand because he was having muscle contractions. So therefore, he couldn't stand. That's the reason why he needed help back to the room. On that basis, I can't see him having the strength to lift himself over the balcony. And then even when he got into the room, how did he have the strength to do what he did? Unless there was an altercation leading into the room and the full altercation took place in the room. My opinion, even if you was just leaning with your elbows on the balcony smoking a cigarette, if you suddenly lost consciousness, you wouldn't go over. You would have had to have been standing on some sort of chair in order to have fallen over and gone all the way over. If you were just standing with your arms on the balcony, looking over the balcony as normal, and you fainted, you wouldn't go over the balcony. You would more or less fall to the floor of the balcony. The only way you would have went over if your arms were on the balcony smoking a cigarette, as an example, if someone come on and pulled your legs up and you went over head first. That would be the only way it would make sense for that to have happened. But another scenario I was thinking of, if there was an altercation in the room and Liam, let's say, was close to the back door and there was a push with force and he already was convulsing, didn't have strength and so on and so forth, the force of the push could have had an impact where he hit the balcony and went instantly over. But it just doesn't make any sense how he was on the balcony, basically fainted, but went over. Like say the balcony railings come up to his kneecaps. This is the reason why the latter scenario could fit, whereby if he's standing next to the balcony door and someone pushed him with force, he could have stumbled back and went straight over the balcony.
Liam Payne's body has returned back to the UK on now what is known as the most tracked flight in the world.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of people stayed tuned to watch Liam's plane land into London Heathrow Airport this morning at 7:49 a.m. On board the flight was, of course, Liam's father and his security team. It has now become the most tracked flight in the whole world.
Wow.
As Liam's body touched down onto home soil, fans started to arrive at his local church. Flowers, photos, handwritten letters and tributes were placed. Liam's funeral is set to be held at St Paul's Cathedral in Wolverhampton. This is going to be taking place potentially next week. The ceremony will be private. I do hope fans and media stay well away from the building, but many of Liam's musical friends are set to make a tribute by singing at the ceremony, and I think that is absolutely gorgeous. It has been a very long 3 weeks, but I am so glad he's home.
We have it, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like we're going to get justice for Liam Payne. And the moment I read the information surrounding the death, I just knew there was something suspicious going on here. So it was only right that we brought this to the attention of the audience. I know a lot of you guys are massive Liam Payne fans as well. Of course, we will keep you guys up to date with the 3 people that have been charged. I'm actually curious to know who the friend is. I'm sure you guys are all curious too. But anyway, I need you guys to let me know your thoughts. It looks like the perspective on this one has totally changed. No one would have saw this one come in. But leave your thoughts and comments down below. Hit that like button. Do subscribe to this channel if we are new. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.